Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie, and a great conversation this morning on living the holistic lifestyle with my good friend Karen Pascal, and possibly a visit from Joan Williams. We'll see, but no matter what, it's going to be amazing. Please join us. Tell all your friends, share it out. Here we go. Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, the Alzheimer's Association, Country Vitamins, Kicking Cancer, and the Hounds of Business community. For more information on the Alzheimer's Association and how to give to this amazing organization in the fight against Alzheimer's, go to alz.org. And for more information on Country Vitamins and their amazing vitamins and supplements in Corvallis, Oregon, go to countryvitamins.com. And for information on Kicking Cancer and how they support individuals and families going through cancer, go to kicking-cancer.org. And finally, for the Hounds of Business community and amazing Mike Asherbrenner, go to Hounds of Business Community on LinkedIn. Music by Connor Hedge and Protestant, used with permission. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. Whatever time of day it is for you, wherever you are, I'm just really glad and blessed that you're here. Thank you so much for being here today. It's going to be an awesome day, and I'm really excited. So I want to tell everybody something because it's fresh on my mind. You know, my amazing children, both my daughter and my son, are amazing musicians. My daughter is an amazing worship pastor. My son is a musician and a producer and does so many amazing things with his music career. His band, my son Connor, his band, and the latest project that he wrote most of the music for and also produced and mastered the project is up for a Gospel Music Association award at the Dove Awards for Rock and Contemporary Album of the Year again this year. So blessed and thankful for him and so excited about their nomination at the Dove Awards. And so just wanted to put that out there. He writes all the music for all of my live streams. So blessed to have a son that can do that. And that's so amazing. So I just gush and brag about my children because both my daughter and my son are doing amazing things. So anyway, that's my little brag because, the dad thing today. But I'm so glad you're here on Marketing with Russ, aka hashtag Russ Selfie. And I am just excited today with my co-host. Yeah! Kermie is here just to cheer things up today. So got to have fun with Kermie. Anyway, it's just such a blessing to be here today. If you are new to this show, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. There's so many people that just come in for the first time. But what I want to tell you all, no matter if you're new or if you've been here many times, right now, those of you that are watching, please share this out with a couple people. Tag a couple of your friends. Let them know because people need that reminder. I'm always tagging and reminding people that we're on. And if you could help me with that, that'd be great. Tag a couple of your friends, say, hey, jump on in. You don't want to miss Joan and Karen especially today, because I think that mostly it's going to be Karen and I, but she is amazing. The two of them have blessed me. I can't even begin to tell you how much. They're such a blessing to me, such great friends. Love them both, and just appreciate them so much. So, anyway, so what is this show all about? Marketing with Russ. Well, we're about how amazing people connect. And obviously, Karen is one of those people, and Joan also. And so we're going to talk about that today. But I would love to connect with you. Go to www.russedge.com. Russedge.com is the one stop for all the information about me. Not only can you connect to me through any social media, my email, my phone number, you can even schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom, which would be great. But also, there's all the information about my inspirational speaking, my marketing coaching, my live stream producing, all of that is there for you. So if you have any questions, and I would love just to connect with you and talk about it. Connection is free. Building great community is how we support and help and love each other. So there you go. Also, would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube page. It is growing by leaps and bounds. Go to marketingwithruss.live. It'll take you straight to my YouTube page. If you have not already subscribed, please go there. Open a separate tab right now. Go to marketingwithruss.live and you can subscribe today. And there are hundreds and hundreds, going on thousands of videos up there of amazing people. All of my shows, from Marketing with Russ, the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, the Experience Local, and Russ Reels Live, are all up there, along with amazing other fun short videos. So check that out. And again, remember, just a reminder, share it and tag your friends. I'd appreciate it. That'd be so great. So behind me, you see it, my first book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose. I'm almost done with the follow-up, that is Life Happens and Then You Choose. Working on that, planning to have that out this fall or early winter. Super excited about that. That will be released on Amazon. But so excited for this book still. It's a way for you to be encouraged, learn to live life with purpose, a good mindset, and really live a better life, the life you choose, no matter what's going on in your life. Don't live befuddled. Live the life you choose. So that's so great. So if you can pick up a copy of that, believe it or not, you can get it at russedge.com. That's right. Along with my 4 anthology books that were number 1 on Amazon, number 1 bestsellers internationally. And those are with the compilation of amazing other authors that I wrote those books with. And so thankful for that. So you get all that at russedge.com, or go to Amazon or any online booksellers. You can pick it up there as well. And so that would be so great. Finally, we do our marketing tip of the day. And today, it's a good one. It's in honor of my guest, and Karen's going to love this one. So anyway, this is your marketing tip of the day. It'll get cut out here and put out separately on social media, on YouTube Shorts, on all of that. And so please share it out, like and comment. We love that today too. Please engage and comment on the show today. Share it with your friends and comment and engage and really connect with each other. So, okay, here is your marketing tip of the day. You ready? Are you ready? Here we go. This is your marketing tip of the day. Live a holistic lifestyle. That's right. What does that have to do with marketing? Well, just about everything. Live a holistic lifestyle. You should be concerned about your body, your mind, and your soul. All of it works together. If you want to be productive, if you want to accomplish more in your life, in your business, living a holistic lifestyle is the way to do it. Taking care of your body, eating the right things, putting the right things in you, right? Feeding your soul the right things. Every morning I spend time with God and in prayer and journaling, feeding your soul the right things. And your mind, what are you putting in your mind? You change your thinking, change your life. Start feeding your mind good thoughts, positive thoughts, good perspective on life, and that is going to change everything. So today, living that holistic lifestyle is going to help, whether it's your business, your personal life, whatever you're doing, and that is going to make all the difference. So live a holistic lifestyle, and that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there we go. So we got that out, and now we're going to talk about that exact subject some more. Bringing Karen in the room. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, Russ, and to all the viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for joining us. Russ, how are you doing?
Joe, so good. It's such a blessing to have you on. And I can't even begin to tell you. For those that don't know, I've gone to the Perspectives on Cancer conference the last couple of years and heading again this year. But last year it was in Manhattan, in New York, and Karen and Joan and all of just their family was amazing blessing to me and picked me up at the airport, and it was just so great to see you. And I'm just so thankful for you in my life. But let's start off, so people that don't know how amazing you are, who in the world is Karen Pascal? What are you up to?
Oh my goodness. First of all, I must thank you so much, Russ, for inviting myself and Joan to be on this platform today. And it's such a blessing when we could have these collaborations and these connections because it all helps us on our path to wholeness, you know? And
Right.
meeting you last year in New York City it was so divine. It was so divine. It was special because we talk to you over the phone, we see you on different platforms, but meeting you, Russ, in person, it was really really special. And we just want to thank you so much for letting us know that you was coming to New York and allowing us to be part of that connection when you came to New York City. So thank you so much for that. Well,
Well, yeah,
go
I just
ahead,
want to
Russ.
say, before you jump in further, I just want to say this. Thank you. And yes, it is always amazing to get a big hug and to actually see people in person as opposed to just over the screen. Although I thought we had developed an amazing friendship this way, which is really possible to do, but it doesn't ever beat actually being in the same room with somebody. And so I'm so
Yes.
thankful for that and all of that. So, okay, continue on. Tell us all about Karen.
Well, I am Karen Pascal, a certified holistic health and wellness coach and a co-author of two books with my sister Joan and my daughter Tremaine Yan. And it's Your Gut in You and Self-Care is Intentional. Over the years, we have decided to write Your Gut in You. That's our first book. That's our baby. And the book Your Gut in You is to help an individual to really understand the gut brain axis. Is to help an individual to also understand what goes on in this whole vessel and how we need to honor our vessel, because it's very important for us, because every day we're in this fast-paced world and we're not realizing to stop, to pause, to pivot, and really understanding this vessel, the type of nutrients that we need to put into our body,
Yeah.
how our organs are functioning, to pay attention if our body, if we're getting a headache, if we're getting a tummy ache, or if our stomach is not feeling too great, we need to check in all those areas in our lives to see exactly what's happening with us. That's living a holistic lifestyle. It's pausing, pivoting, checking in, see what's happening with you, understanding your body, how it's communicating with you. All of these things is essential for us to really live an holistic lifestyle, you know. And you can connect with us because we also have a YouTube channel, which is Soul, Light, and Body. You can be part of that. We come every Wednesday, every Sunday with enrichment of mind, body, and soul. We also have this speaker series. We also just started the holistic lifestyle um, podcast. That's on another platform with Woomology. And we're doing some great things. We also have two magazines, a digital magazine, Start Healthy, and a hard copy magazine. So whichever part of the world you're living, you can have the digital, or if you live in the United States, you can have the hard copy. So we're just trying to serve humanity. That's myself and my sister mission, is to serve humanity. And we want to do it well. So we're trying to serve humanity well. Right, Russ?
Well, and I'm telling you, you are serving humanity very well. And I love all the stuff you're doing with your books and with, your live stream that you have. And is that every Sunday night that you have your live stream?
Yes, every Sunday night is enrichment of mind, body, and soul. And Wednesdays, we have soul, light, and body. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's right. Two of them. So I mean, all the great information that you're getting out there, all the things that you're doing. When did you discover, because you came to this country and really discovered opportunity in what you're doing and really developed a passion for this holistic lifestyle. What really was the defining moment that made that to you that said, "Listen, we've got to tell other people about this"?
Russ, that's a great question. When myself and Joan came to this country, we started off as caregivers, right? And then we saw a lot of people transitioning because we deal with hospice as well. And we said to ourselves, you know what? What are we doing for the living? We're seeing people transitioning, but what are we doing for the living? So that is how come myself and Joan, we went to IN. That's one of the world's largest nutritional school in New York City. And we educated ourselves to understand more about the body, to understand more about how an holistic lifestyle. And after we finished doing that program, we graduated. Then we said to ourselves, what else can we do? So we decided to go back and to do the gut health course. So after we finished the gut health course, myself and Joan, we said, you know what else can we do? We have all this information. How can we get it out into the world? Then we came up with the idea, let's write a book. That is how come Your Gut and You was born. And we packed it with all the information that an individual needs to understand more about the vessel, because we need to honor this vessel. That is what I was saying at the beginning. We need to honor this vessel because many times we are just moving around, and we're really not paying attention to the signals that the body is giving us. So that is how come Your Gut and You was born. And then after then, we said, you know what? Let's write about self-care, because many people are not taking care of themselves. And taking care of yourself is not only going to the spa. It's your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual. All those dimensions are deeply intertwined. And we tend to neglect our physical. We tend to neglect our emotional. We may be feeling a kind of a way, and we tend to neglect it. How is your spirituality? What form of modality are you doing, especially when the first thing you wake up in the morning? Many times we're just running off our beds and starting our day. We're not even stopping to give thanks, to show gratitude for the breath that we breathe. And that is how come we decided, you know what, we can make a difference in the world. And by writing these two books, we are able to make a difference in the world and to help people to understand more about themselves in a very holistic way.
Yeah, well, and that is so I love this. When you take your passion, you really move forward helping other people with it. It's a mindset of helping other people and not just focusing on yourself. Because a lot of times people discover holistic lifestyle and they keep it all to themselves and they think, I'm worried about me and I'm taking care of me. But you guys have taken that out there, you both, and have just done amazing, amazing things as far as getting the word out, because I have learned so much from you about the holistic lifestyle, and it's such a blessing to me. So, besides your books and besides your live streams, you also had a conference the last couple of years. You've done other things. Talk about other avenues you've used to get the word out, because I was blessed to speak, I think, at your last conference virtually.
Yes, absolutely. Myself and my sister, we are just here to serve humanity, and every morning, the last sentence that we finish our meditation with is how we can be of service to humanity today, you know? And we always ask, give us all the tools that is necessary for us to be of service to humanity, And because of that, and because of saying that every day, it really opened a lot of doors to myself and my sister. And last year, May, we was in New York City at the Javits Center, and we host 3 days. It's 3 days, yeah, 3 days. 3 days we had a big show in Javits Center, and it was all about holistic living, you know. And we met a lot of people, we made a lot of connections, and a lot of people was able to tell us their story. And just by us giving them a flyer or one of our magazines, a few weeks after, they reach out back to us and say to us, you know what, meeting you and your sister really helped to change our lives. You know, there was one woman who I just had a 10-minute conversation with her, and she came back the next day because herself and her sister didn't speak for many years. But my advice to her at that moment, that present moment, I said to her, you know what? You need to get out of the way and just allow the divine to take control over the situation. And I said, go home. And when you go home, just drop yourself into your spirit. And you just ask yourself, what am I doing that is wrong? Or what should I do to reach out to my sister to make that connection back again? And surprisingly, she said she called her sister that night. And she said when she called her sister, it was a profound moment, you know, because could you imagine two sisters didn't speak for so many amount of years? And that was such a profound moment for both of them that they could have reached out back to each other, talk to each other, and have that intimate moment and forgiving each other. So she came back the next day to thank me for what I have said to her in that present moment. So you just never know what you say on a daily basis, how it's touching someone. That is why we have to be prevalent. We have to really watch what we say to people, because you never know, our words have power and it could touch deeply someone's life.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. And I mean, every new connection you make and every new experience you have, you don't know how much is not only going to be able to enrich others, but how much it's going to enrich you as well. And it's such a blessing. I mean, so I'm thinking back to New York last year, and I tell you, being able to see your heart in person, um, and you and Joan have such a giving heart, that it was almost kind of overwhelming to me. And you're just so blessing. Not only were you praying for me, but you were loving me and taking me out to eat and spending time. And it just, no, I mean, it means a lot. And I think that transfers into what you do with your business, because you have such a heart to give to people and help people. And like you said to me, with the finger, that's what we do. When I tried to say you don't have to do that, that's what we do. You gave me
That's
that
what
look.
we do.
I got that look. That's what we do.
That's
And
what we
so
do.
anyway, but no, I mean, and I think that people see that heart, right? And I think that's so important, because a lot of times people are out there not authentically doing things. It's not really
Sure,
them. They're
sure.
just out there faking their way through it.
Yes.
You both are definitely not faking your way through it. It is your heart. You love people. And oh my goodness, I can't even begin to tell you what a blessing you are. So, okay. So people call you and they say, I really need help. I'm struggling. Where do you start with them?
Wow, that's a great question, Russ, you know. But before I get into that question, we also had another event in New York City that was with Mount Baron, because he came to New York City from Canada, and we hosted another event, and that was very, very, very inspiring, you know, because his presence, getting to meet him in person, it was so much touching for a lot of people, you know. And you just never know when you connect with an individual how far it's going to go, you know. But you connect being authentic, as you just said. You let your connection be very authentic, you know. And when your connection is authentic, it can take you a very long way. So let's get to the question now. An individual just coming to us and they don't know where to start. That happens a lot of time. You know, the first thing that we normally do is to allow them to breathe. We give them that space so they can breathe. We allow the individual to feel at home. Because a lot of times when people come to us, clients come to us, they are so tense. Because in this fast-paced world, you know, people are so tense and people are walking around and they are just not seeing themselves, and they are not living an authentic life. They're living life to please other people. And because of that, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. So what we normally do is allow them to breathe, allow them to calm down, and bring them into a space of being centered and balanced. Because a lot of times we need to be into that space of being centered and balanced. So when you come into that space of centered and balanced, you can be yourself. And you can able to share, you can able to be vulnerable. So when a person come to us, we open that door for them, we bring them in, and when they come in, we allow them to be. And once you can be authentic, and then you can able to share from deep down within yourself. Because when you can share from deep within, that there is a space where you can get the help that you need. If you're only touching the surface, you really cannot get the help that you need. You gotta go deep within yourself. And once you start to bring up all the things that maybe that you're going through, your experiences that you're going through at that point in time, we can able now to use the 12 components that we normally coach with to help that individual now to go deeper. Because it's relationship. How is your relationship with yourself, and how is your relationship with others? We talk about finances. We talk about your spirituality. We talk about your physical activity. We talk about your home environment. We talk about joy. We talk about your health. So it's so many things come together to make up the whole. So we start to touch on all of these areas of your life. And when we started touching these areas now, we're able to see exactly which area needs that attention. And once we start to zoom in on that area now, you're able now to understand, you know what? This is what is lacking in my life. And now I need to really address it. But not only addressing it in a holistic lifestyle.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think that I love the balance, right? You're trying to bring things together, and addressing it in a holistic style is so important. And I think people, it's almost too simple.
Yes,
Sometimes people look at it and say it's almost too simple, but you know what? It might be simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy to actually do it. And that's why they need people like you, Karen, you and
thank you,
Joan to
Russ.
help them. Yes. So I highly recommend everybody connect with Karen and Joan. And Karen, it's time to wrap things up here. So I wanted you to give us your gold nugget of today. What do you really want people to remember? And remind people how to get in touch with you.
You know, thank you for asking me that, Russ. You know, the one thing we need to remember that this is our vessel. This is taking us through life. We need to honor this. We need to pay attention to the signals that the body is giving us. We need to nourish ourselves on a daily basis. And nourishment is not only food on the plate, food off the plate as well. That is why I was talking about the 12 components, you know. We really need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our mind, you know, our mental status every single day, you know, our emotional, how we are feeling, our spirituality, because each one of these are entwined with each other. And if we neglect one of them, we're neglecting ourselves. And our soul needs to live. Our soul needs to go through these experiences. But in order to go through these experiences, we got to take care of the vessel, and honor this vessel. And we need to reconnect with our purpose. Reconnect with your purpose here. Because
Yes.
many times we are not living our true selves. We are not living our true selves. So today, if you have to pause, just pause and pivot and look at your life, see where it's heading. We are heading out from half of today's the last day of July. So that's half of 2025 is already gone. What are you doing for you? What are some of your practices, your daily practices? Look at yourself. Take introspection of your life and see where your life is heading. Because you know what? Only you can do it for you. And you have a choice. And the choice is from this moment on. What are you going to do for you? So look at your life, honor your life as you move forward each and every single day. Have a modality to keep you grounded, balanced, and centered, because we need to be grounded, balanced, and centered, that whatever situation arises in front of us, we can able to handle it, and handle it with the best of our ability. Because when you're living an holistic lifestyle, you are in that space of awareness. So you understand, if somebody come up in front of you, you can understand what that person is going through, and pause before you react. Pause before you react to that
Amen.
individual.
Yeah.
So I am Karen Pascal, and you can connect with us on LinkedIn at Living the Holistic Lifestyle, Body, Mind, and Soul, and also my sister, Mind and Body the Holistic Way. And the thing is that we are always here for you. Just reach out to us. We're on Facebook as well. And as I said, you can subscribe to Soul, Light, and Body, that you will never miss an episode with us, because every week we are here to help you, the individual. We give you tips and how you can live a holistic lifestyle. And Russ, thank you so much for having me here today and sharing the daily practices of holistic living. Thank you
Well,
so much, Russ.
thank you. I just love you guys so much and appreciate you. And I have actually got amazing guests for my show off of your show before.
Oh,
Had
thank
Dr.
you.
had Dr. Jonas on just a little while ago, and he
Right,
was
right,
amazing. Yes,
right,
and just so thankful. So, see, this is where community connections
right,
with
right.
amazing people like you
Yes,
expand that amazing community. And I just love
yes,
that, and love
yes.
people that love God and that love to take
True.
care of their body, mind, soul, all of that. And so what they're all about. So thank you. I want to encourage everybody to go out and get their books, connect with Joan and Karen. And Karen, thank you so much. It's been such an amazing conversation. Hang tight here because I'm going to say goodbye on screen, but I'll meet you in the green room after. Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my goodness. Amazing, amazing person Karen is. And I can't tell you, her and her husband were such a blessing to me, and her sister Joan. Joan was busy today and couldn't be with us, but man, oh man, I'm telling you, just love those people and so thankful for all that they do for me and what they're able to do for you. So today, remember, all of the information in the show notes and the comments is clickable. You can click and go right to it. You don't need to remember it, think about it, go straight to it. Also, the amazing people that are in the comments today. Now, Bobby G was here, and I'm not sure if he's still here or not, but Bobby G was here. And he also, I got to meet last year while I was in New York in person. And he and I had already developed a great friendship, but we're able to meet in person. Want to let you know that coming up on 9/11 this year on Marketing with Russ again, Bobby G will be on again. He's a 9/11 hero, and you do not want to miss that episode. So anyway, but Joan and Karen, amazing people. Don't forget that we're here every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time for your viewing and listening pleasure. That's right. Marketing with Russ not only goes live at 8 a.m. Pacific, but also sits on LinkedIn and YouTube forever afterwards, and Facebook for 30 days. So you can go back, you can watch again, you can share it with your friends, you can connect and reconnect with the people that were in the broadcast. It's all right there for you. Also, it also converts to audio podcasts. So you can listen on Spotify or Apple Podcasts as well. So whatever is your pleasure for those, it appears on both of those as well. After about a week after or less, it converts to audio podcast. So make sure and tune in, either watch or listen and share, comment, like, and we just appreciate all that you're doing there. And so again, don't forget that we will be here again this coming Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Looking forward to it. Praying that you have a blessed and amazing weekend, and just get out there and live life and love it and live a holistic lifestyle. Okay. See you, everybody. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.
Special thank you again to our sponsors, the Alzheimer's Association, Country Vitamins, Kicking Cancer, and the Hounds of Business. And don't forget, we are also listener supported. We can't do this without you. Thanks for giving today. Remember that every dollar that you give, no matter how much, goes to making life better for others, sharing value with others like Karen today. So thanks so much for being here today.